Bisa, don't leave. You were by my side from the beginning.
We were wrong, Lycus. We should not have come here.
Don't say that. Hepna'je must live near the shrine. One last push and we can bring back the bridge. We can do it, Bisa. We can save our people.
Look around you, Lycus. There is no village left to save. I will be on the next barge. I hope you are on it too.
Hey man, I like your pot face thing. It's pretty cool. Agrios.
So, you're the ones from that ship, eh? I am Agrios, but you should really speak with Lycus first. Far too much work for chatter. Mend the shields, Agrios. More spears, Agrios.
You're preparing for a fight, I see. Not planning on leaving like the others.
I did not cross the seas, only to turn tail when up against it. This tribe chose me to be an elder, under Lycus. As long as any remain, I remain as well.
What is it that you do here, Agrios?
I work as a bronze weaver.
Centaur arms and armor are highly regarded for their craftsmanship.
A bronze weaver is something like what your kind call a blacksmith. We Nisiros believe that all things created have a life. Weapons, pots, homes, everything. I don't choose the form to give to a piece of metal. I only help it become the form it chooses for itself.
A beautiful perspective. Similarly, a good staff is not made, but found. I like to think of my own staff as a child of a great tree. A child overcome with wanderlust to see the world.
I like that.
We won't take any more of your time.
Yes?
I overheard you and Lycus. You plan to leave Saria?
Not that it is any concern of yours, but I am leaving as soon as the barge returns.
Is the situation that dire?
Dire? Stay a while and see for yourself.
Okay.
I worry for my people. Some fool adventurer wants to get himself killed. I will not stop him.
Well, you're a little rude.
What's that smell? Oh, sorry, human. An old one, but a good one. I'm Gorgidos. Welcome to Saria.
Not sure whether to be insulted or to laugh.
We hear there's trouble on Saria. You don't sound overly concerned.
Trouble? Let's see. We face a nation of angry satyrs and a terrible, unstoppable monster. On the other hand, most of the tribe has deserted, which means more wine and pipe weed for the rest of us. All just aside, friend. I'm afraid you'll find most in our village not quite themselves. Don't judge us by what you find now. That's all I'm saying.
I like this guy.
What can you tell me of your leader? The one known as Lycus.
I'd go to Tartarus and back for him, and I'm afraid of the dark. What's that tell you? He is as right and savvy as they come. It is not his fault what has happened here, but Hermes' fortune has a way of turning just when you need it the most.
We hear there's trouble on Saria. You don't sound overly concerned.
Trouble? Let's see. We face a nation of ang. On the other hand, most of the all just don't judge us by what you find now. That's all I'm saying.
We take our leave, Gorgidos.
Off you go then. Be safe.
Did not realize that was the same thing. Croesus.
That's some ship you have out there, stranger. My name is Croesus. I bid you welcome in troubled times.
Thanks, man. So kind.
What's your role in the tribe, Croesus?
Before our troubles, I was a vintner. Now I do whatever an old centaur can to help the others.
You don't look much older than the others.
Kind of you to say, stranger. Centaurs show their age differently than your kind. Suffice to say, I've nearly twice the years of any of the others, save for Gelios.
So how do you tell?
What can you tell me of Saria and this village?
This village is the last refuge of our tribe, the Nisiros. We came here from Arcadia, hoping to start a new life. After a couple of hopeful years, death appeared in the form of a terrible creature we call Hepna'je. Most of our tribe has left. A few choose to stay and fight. I'm too old to do much in battle, but I'll help those who can.
I'll take my leave now, Croesus.
What in the world is... Okay. There's a lot of people to talk to. Nope. Let's go. Yeah, let's go straight to him.
Nihene, I am Lycus, Aleph of the Nisiros. You are the travelers who arrived on the great boat?
Ship.
I am Jason, King of Iolcus. We've heard of your troubles. May they soon pass. We seek a descendant of Hermes on this island. Demelion said you'd be the one to ask.
Then I'm sorry to disappoint you. Hermes has abandoned this village. You will not find his blood here.
Perhaps elsewhere on this island?
Beyond this tribe, only brutes and beasts call Saria home. I doubt they are what you seek. There is a shrine to Hermes on Saria, but it lies across an impassable ravine to the north. Between here and there is the jungle, Satyr territory. My tribe knows a way across, but it would be dangerous.
Let's do it.
Whatever the danger, we're not leaving until we find what we seek.
Then our purposes may align, Jason. I too have a reason to visit the shrine.
What do you hope to find there?
My tribe is being driven off this island. A beast we call Hepna'je hunts my people. Its very presence has turned the satyrs against us. Try as we might, we cannot kill the beast in the wild.
How would Hermes' shrine change that?
I suspect Hepna'je's den is near the shrine. Even the most fearsome beasts must rest. If we find its home, we can kill it.
Now for the catch. How does one cross the ravine to reach the shrine?
Soon after arriving on Saria, we discovered a pair of ancient herms, divine monuments created by Hermes himself. When we relit the devotional flames and prayed before these herms, a sacred bridge extended across the ravine.
These herms, they're in the jungle.
Now overrun by satyrs. Yes, but if they can be reclaimed, then the shrine is open to us.
Can you spare one of your scouts to help us find the sacred herms?
I will give you our best, my daughter. She will show you what must be done to restore the bridge. Once across, she can determine if the beast's den is there. With that proof, I believe enough of my people will be willing to make one more attempt to slay Hepna'je. My people will be saved, and you will gain access to Hermes' most sacred site. What say you, Jason?
I say we have a deal. One goal, two worthy purposes.
Praise Hermes. Chromus!
Yes, Aleph?
Tell my daughter to welcome our guests. She is to be their guide.
It will be as you say, Aleph.
My daughter's lodge is across from mine. She is headstrong, but she knows this land better than any other. Fair winds to you, Jason. The hopes of my tribe now rest in your hands. May you find what you seek.
Thanks, man. Let's go meet the daughter. This one?
You went into the jungle, didn't you? Found some satyrs, I see. Or did they find you?
Shut it, Chromus. Phalian's out there somewhere. If the satyrs got him, he won't last long.
He knew the risk, same as you. Olezina Olezeni.
Hautakuni. He'd have gone looking for you.
And that's why he is Hepna'je's next meal and I am still alive. Enough of him. I see our guests outside. Lycus says you are to guide them.
Guide them? Wata agaze. Heteke welo.
How should I know? They're your kind, not mine. His name is Jason. King or something. Perhaps you can be his princess.
Manticore have your tongue?
You're Lycus's daughter? You're human.
Sharp eye, stranger. What gave me away?
Amazing. You speak the centaur tongue better than any human I've heard.
A scholar. How exciting. The name's Atalanta. Now what's this about me being a guide? What's going on?
It appears we have a common goal. We need to get to Hermes' shrine.
Why?
We seek a descendant of Hermes. The shrine seems the best place to search.
Not the answer I was expecting, but fair enough. Next question. What makes you think you can reach the shrine when our best warriors have failed?
We're better.
I must find that shrine. You have no idea what's at stake for me. We will not fail.
You've got no shortage of Tiza, I'll give you that.
Tiza?
It means either courage or foolishness. Not sure yet which. I could look for Phalian while we're out. All right, Jason. You've got yourself a guide.
Glad to have you, Atalanta.
We should speak to some of the others before we leave. The Beastmaster, Nessus, was out in the jungles just last week. He'd know the satyr positions. One of our scouts went missing this morning. His father, Gelios, might know more about where he went. The day gets no younger, and neither do we. Let's go stretch our legs. Unless you've got questions for me.
How did you come to be a member of a centaur tribe?
My parents brought me here as a babe. After they died, I was alone. A few years ago, the Nisiros arrived. At first, I hid from them, watching from a distance. One day, I returned to the cave where I was living, and found Lycus waiting for me. He'd been watching me, and tracked me to my home. He offered me a place in the tribe. Though I was not as big or as fast as a centaur, my knowledge of Saria was useful to the Nisiros.
You lived on your own after your parents died? For how long?
Hard to say. 8, 10 years? My father taught me how to hunt. I learned for myself how to stay alive. Before the centaurs came, I hadn't spoken a word in years. The leaves rustling in the wind, the tracks of my prey, the beat of the satyr drums. That was my language.
Why did your parents come to such a remote place to raise you?
That's a mystery that died with them. They seldom talked of their life before Saria. From what I can recall, they were running from some trouble, hiding from something that pursued them.
How did they meet their end? If you would share the tale, that is.
Manticores. Before the centaurs cleared the island, Saria was infested with them. One day, my mother and I were out gathering herbs in a place we thought was safe. We were attacked by a pride of manticores. My mother held them at bay and told me to flee. I made it home, and my father raced back to find her. I never saw them again after that. Not even their bodies.
So, we've got 2 ancient herms to restore before we can get to Hermes' shrine. Where are they?
Both lie in the jungle, deep in satyr territory. One is in a jungle clearing, just past the Bloody Plains. The other is in a cave, to the east. I know the way.
This missing scout, what do you think happened to him?
He was looking for lethcaps. Mushrooms our tribe uses to treat illness and pain. Phalion's father, Gilios, is in poor health. Our stores of lethcaps are nearly gone. Phalion knew this. I fear he strayed from his patrol, hoping to find some.
And if he went into the jungle?
Then we can only hope the satyrs got him and are keeping him alive. If Hepna'je found him, then he is gone.
You know better than us what lies ahead. I want your honest opinion of our chances.
The satyrs don't worry me. They're easily frightened by a show of force. It's Hepna'je that's the real threat. She can't be killed in the wild. If she attacks, she does so without warning. Even if we manage to wound her, she'll simply vanish.
We can talk more later. For now, let's stay alert and move out.
Bright eyes, light feet. To Hermes' shrine.
Oh. Ah, that's why I only have one. That makes sense.
Atalanta, what news of Phalion did you find him?
No, Gilios. I searched the entire perimeter. He's not there. Do you think he would have gone looking for lethcaps?
He would not have gone past the Bloody Plains into the jungle without telling me. If the satyrs attacked him outside the jungle, it means they grow bolder than ever.
Gilios, these travelers and I are headed for Hermes' shrine. I'll look for Phalion on the way.
Hermes' shrine. An important mission, Atalanta, and one that must be recorded.
Gilios is the tribe's lore guard.
Traveler, by what name will our history remember you?
I am Jason, son of Trion and king of Iolcus.
So noted. And your companion?
Names? I've many of them. You may call me Pan.
Great deeds loom before you. I will pray for your success. Should you find Phalion, I will be forever in your debt.
Ah, the lore opportunities.
Your son, Phalion. What was he doing outside the village?
Phalion is one of our few remaining scouts still willing to venture out. He left early this morning to patrol the perimeter from the cliffs to the Bloody Plains and back again. He should have been back hours ago.
Gilios, do you plan to leave with the others?
That is a question I have yet to answer for myself. I would hate for our history to be so brief, and yet, what can be done? I will discuss it with Phalion when I see him next.
Hope.
What are the origins of the Nisiros?
The Nisiros has roots in all the centaur tribes. Our group was formed from centaurs who believed in Lycus's vision and willingly left their old tribes behind. As for our name, some thought we should keep old tribal names or merge them into something new. In the end, Lycus suggested we call ourselves the Nisiros. In the centaur tongue, it simply means tribe.
Very plain, but hey, it works.
Farewell, Gilios. We'll keep an eye out for Phalion on our way.
I thank you for that. May Hermes guide your path.
Alright.
Gilios is too proud. and I would never say it in front of him. But he's very sick. Phaleon went looking for Lethcaps in the jungle. I know it. I should have gone with him.
You literally just said it out loud, in front of him, to his face. He is staring at you.
Those caps must be kicking in. Yuwate panta, itomi po kitaka.
You're a pothead, aren't you?
That's Stracus. Ichipe, Pantaleon. How many calves did you give him?
3. He got his skull bashed by a satyr sling.
3? He'll be flying for days.
Ha, panta! Wata tokechi! Kanyes! Kanyes!
Can you tell me what he's saying?
Tato se kapa! Sampe he tato nikaje suta! He says we should milk the foul-smelling goat and make cheese.
Outrageous! If he wasn't otherwise incapacitated, I would take offense.
I'm sure he wouldn't say that. No. God, yes. God, yes.
What mushrooms did he eat?
Lethcaps. They ease pain and help wounds heal. There are side effects, but our size helps to dilute their mind-altering effects. If one of your size were to eat just a single cap, you'd likely go mad.
Fascinating. I'd love to examine one of these caps.
Not now, Pan.
Keep your drug habits at bay.
Ha, panta! Wata tokechi! Kanyes! Kanyes!
How was he hurt?
What else? Satyrs. Hepna'je does not leave wounded. Stracus was ambushed in the jungle while scouting. One of those fiends slung a rock at his head. His skull's been aching since. Anola fa! That rock cost him 4 warriors! Boorah!
Heal well, Stracus.
Alright. Let's go. Find that Beastmaster that she wanted us to talk to. Is that him? That must be a manticore. Let's see if we can look at the map. Okay, this is the way out of here. Okay, those are the 2 herms that I have to go to. Alright, well. Let's get to it. This guy looks important, though.
It's not in the nature of these beasts to be tamed.
You must be the Beast Master.
What is it, Atalanta?
Big horns.
We're headed for Hermes' shrine. Myself and these travelers.
Does Lycus know of this?
It was his idea.
That desperate fool. And just who are these travelers?
I'm Jason.
My name is Jason. This is Pan. He's unlike the satyrs you may be used to here.
A pleasure.
Why are you so willing to help us?
We're here for our own reasons. As it happens, it appears we can help each other.
Perhaps it appears that way to Lycus, but his judgment is not what it once was.
Nessus, you were the last to venture into the jungles. What can you tell us?
Satyrs are closer than ever. Jungles are crawling with them. They've made a den in the cave where one of the sacred herms is located. So expect a fight. Anything else?
What is it that you do?
A Beastmaster masters beasts. I tame what can be tamed, and kill what can't. Any threat, tamed or killed, except for Hepna'je, of course.
Have you done battle with Hepna'je?
She came for me once, out in the jungle. Her first strike caught me by surprise,
but my armor turned away the stinger. Fortunate for me, some satyrs were drawn to the commotion. They provided Hepna'je with an easy meal while I escaped. There's not a beast alive I can't track, except her. She's a nasty girl, all right.
Thank you for your help, Nessus.
Odds are you're heading to your death. Don't thank me for that.
There's some wicked armor there in the corner, too.
Hepna'je Aurelion. We're heading out.
Hermes guide you then. Traveler, a word of advice. Listen to Atalanta. Follow her lead, and you may come back alive.
Sounds like sound advice. Locals know best, most often, anyway. Unless they're really just trying to screw you over. But, does not seem to be the case here. And here are the black tongues we were expecting. They were pretty simple. Screw you too. Oh, they just... Why do they just vanish like that? Okay, I kind of love having an archer and a mage. This is grand. And off with your head. There's more. Alright. Is that it? We good?
Anyone care to tell me what's going on? We've seen no other ship land on Saria. Who are these men?
Black tongues, worshippers of the dark titan Hecate.
Why do they want to kill Jason?
Well,
The Black Tongues murdered my wife. They want to make sure she stays murdered.
What do you mean?
There's a prophecy. They believe her death will bring them great power. We're seeking the Golden Fleece, Atalanta. That's why we're here. That's why we need a descendant of Hermes.
You're trying to bring your wife back from the dead?
Yes. And as long as I continue, the Black Tongues will try to stop me. Let's keep moving.
There are some magnificent natural features here. Just a day's stroll could inspire an entire series of odes. These cliffs, for example.
This place is Mache Seca. Mache Awape. Cursed. Ill luck. Bad things happen here.
oh. This does not seem good. Does not bode well. Wow, they die super easy. Super easy. I mean, just like one swing knocks their heads off. Wait, oh. Pan, I thought you tamed him for a moment. Oh, and out of the park. Grand slam. These guys are so easy. Alright, let's do some stuff with the sword or the spear. Still more? Yep. Taste my blade. Right, is that it? Oh. Do they just keep coming, or...? Alright, I kind of really love the sword. This is amazing. There we go.
It's written in Centaur. Will you read it, Atalanta?
Oa kunka le oblaya weya. The great battle of the bloody plains. Yan apete, yan anepi. 3 days, 3 nights. Centaure et satiro. Centaurs and satyrs. Otto Gazette. Many were the dead. Gelios carved this herm after the battle.
This is not one of the sacred herms. Where are we going? Okay, we're supposed to go that way. But there is apparently a little cropping over here. Was it? Over here somewhere? Was it this? Passed it, didn't I? I did. Apparently I can't go back there? Question mark? Ah, there's a cave. I see you. Apparently I cannot go to said cave. At least maybe not yet. But okay.